Happy lunch hour, guys. Breaking news. The Biden administration lied. Like that's something that nobody expects anymore. Oh my God. So, I did a video, week, maybe 10 days ago about how safe is your job. Yeah. Uh, Guys, there's no other way to tell you this, but we've been lied to. And pray to God your job is safe, because there aren't the jobs that the administration keeps telling you about. Okay. We've said many times that the numbers are all fudged, that there's help wanted signs out, they take applications and they don't hire anybody. Okay. We know that's true. I've heard from countless amounts of you, from people I've talked to here in town, whatever would be. All right. So this morning we got the jobs numbers that came out around 10 o'clock, right? Now I want to give you this. This is what the numbers were revised from last month. It was 9.165 million jobs. That's how many job openings there were in the United States. That was revised downward, and I'll get to that in a minute. The government was expecting 9.465. We were expecting there were going to be more job openings, that companies were hiring. Okay, this isn't a job and then it's filled and whatever. Where we actually came in, 8.827. We missed the forecast by 600,000 jobs. Do not tell me that the economy is getting better. The economy is getting worse. You know it, I know it, and anybody with a brain knows it. Okay? This is where it gets real interesting. And like I said, revised downward. In that video a week or so ago, I told you about how every economic indicator, they come out and tell us, oh, things are good. And the next month, they casually, quietly revise those numbers down. Okay? Every month. So what do we have this year? Well, we have all the job openings numbers being revised down. Oh, we have all the housing data being revised down. We have all the payroll numbers, as in what people are making going to work, being revised down. We have the industrial production numbers being revised down. We have manufacturing production numbers being revised down. And guess what? Every time those estimates they have, they miss. And guess what happens the next month? They are revised down. No big shocker here. We're being lied to over and over and over and over again. Okay? They're trying to put lipstick on a pig. Okay? Unfortunately, Joe is in charge of the biggest sow that there is out there. Now, this is where it gets even more interesting. What's going up? Oh, well, we can go into that real quick. That would be mortgage rates and home prices. Rates on the 30-year mortgage are now up to 7.23%. Okay? That's almost 2 full percentage points higher than it was at 5.5 this time last August. Okay? How about houses for sale? Okay? Those are down by more than 9% from last year. Okay? They're down 46% from where we were just before COVID started. There's half the houses on the market that there were back in 2019. Okay? People aren't moving. Makes sense. Why the hell would I give up my 3.5% mortgage so I can go out and get a 7.5% or 7.25% mortgage now and pay more in a mortgage for a smaller house? It's gotten to the point where it's practically impossible to downsize unless you change states. Okay? Big story out today. Again, not one that comes as any surprise. Californians are leaving in droves. Where are they going? They're going to Las Vegas. The biggest outflux of people is going from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. Okay. Hey, Ronna McDaniel, you rhino that you are, FYI, don't even bother campaigning in Nevada. That's hopeless at this point. Okay. Nevada will go very blue. All the Californians coming in, and where are they coming from? They're coming from LA. All right. So we can pretty much write off Nevada as gone blue. So this brings up the conundrum that we've talked about before. Well, gee, there aren't as many jobs, okay? I mean, to give you an idea of how bad it is, okay, there are less than 3 million new jobs than we had in August of 2021. Okay? The population has gone up. We know that. I mean, at least 7 million, right? But there's only 3 million more jobs than there were before all this crap happened. Okay. Yeah. So remind me again what all those border crossers are going to do when they get here. We need welfare, we need food stamps, we need everything else that we get to pay for out of our taxes. That's what's coming. So you can prepare for more higher food prices. You can prepare for higher housing costs. If your lease is about to be up on your apartment or your house, I can pretty much guarantee you, practically wherever you are, your rent's getting raised. Just telling you, okay? There's more competition. And who are you competing with? You're not just competing with other renters at this point. You're competing with those people who go, I've got federal government bucks. I've got taxpayer money. I'm an illegal. I've got guaranteed rent subsidies. Okay, that's what you're competing against, just to give you that as an idea. All right. Like I talked about, if you want to do something, if you got the cash to do it, it would be a good time to buy land. You are talking about over 70% of economists right now expect the housing prices to continue to go up, the mortgage rates to continue to go up. I told you that, maybe a month or so ago, that we'll see 8% mortgages by the end of the year, okay, at least. So you are going to see all that go up. Now, when I want to add something that's going to be another kick in the balls for this one, y'all know what happens in a couple of days, right? Starting September 1st, interest starts accruing again on all those student loans that were put on hiatus, that nobody had to make payments for 3 years. Interest starts accruing again come September 1st. The first payments are due October 1st. Wait till you start seeing all the people screaming and yelling and bitching and moaning, going, oh my God, my bills just went up $200, $300, $400. The average student loan payment on those, okay, is $299. That's what's come out today too. Okay. So people are going to start screaming about how that's putting them in the poorhouse, how they can't afford their rent, how they can't afford groceries, how they can't afford gas. More than they already can't afford their rent, can't afford the housing, can't afford gasoline, whatever, food, pick something. Now they've got another bill. I'll give you a real good one, just to, if you want to, how well the economy is doing. We have already had in 2023 more bankruptcies in the United States than we had in all of 2022. How about that? I mean, we still have 4 months to go. We still have a third of the year to go, but we've already got more bankruptcies this year than we had last year. And remember, last year was when we were coming out of COVID. Now it's gotten worse, okay? And the economy's been running, with 2 broken legs and on crutches, but it's been running for a year. And more people are financially strained. Why? Because they can't afford the car payment, they can't afford the groceries, they can't afford the insurance, they can't afford the gasoline, they can't afford the rent or the mortgage or whatever it would be, because of Bidenomics. And very simple, pure, true reason to this, very easy to find. Okay, go look on the BLS website. You can go find all the information about how every month Joe lies to us, tells us things are getting better, and then every month quietly, after they make the public announcement, they revise all those numbers down. And it's not a little bit. How do you go from revising the numbers down for last month, that there were 9.1 some odd million jobs out there, that was revised downward, tell everybody we're expecting 9.4 million, there's more jobs being created, then when the actual number comes out, it's 8.8, soon to be reduced again when reality hits. Pinball out.